Okay, a quick video on how to change the spring on a Umarex VFC HK416A5, also known as the Elite Force, I believe, in the US. Right, first of all, I've taken the upper off just because it's slightly easier to film. At the same time, it does help, makes it a lot easier if the piston is in the forward position, and then obviously you don't have to compress the spring as much in order to get it into the gearbox. There's a lot of comments on forums about whether you should or you should not unscrew the buffer tube in order to change the spring. I'm just going to show you in this video that it's not necessary, and it's not necessary to take the buffer tube out, and it definitely isn't necessary to take the gearbox out of the gun. So the first thing is, that's just my little girl in the background making noises. You want a Phillips head screwdriver, quite a long one, to go all the way into the back of the buffer tube. I'll just move this around so it's easier to see. Hold the wiring down, and that little dot in the middle there is a Phillips head screw. You can shine a light down to get a better look at it. And if we just... I've got a screwdriver here with a couple of extensions on it, so just undo that. It's quite a long screw, so it may not feel like it's doing anything, but just take your time with it, keep going until it comes out. Make sure that you don't round it off by using a posi drive. Make sure it's a Phillips head screwdriver that you use. And if you want to know the difference on that, just Google it, because it'll be far easier than for me to explain it. Okay, almost out there. That's it. There you go. So the screw will drop out. The second thing is there's a little solid block of aluminium in there with a cutout for the wiring in it. So what you want to do is just get the wiring flat in the buffer tube like that, and then if you shake the gun, that piece will actually come out. And then what you need is a long 5mm Allen key. So I've got a long screwdriver here with several extensions on it. So if you put that in your screwdriver, you can get to the quick change spring guide. Now probably what you want to do is shine a light down first, just get a good look at what you're doing, or Google some pictures of the VFC quick change spring system, and try and get your wiring as flat to the bottom of the buffer tube as you can. And then if you get your 5mm Allen key all the way down, push in, and then twist anti-clockwise, your spring guide will pop out. There we go. And then hold your wiring down, and out comes your spring. So that's it. It's that easy. And then to put it back in, or to change to a new spring, obviously, which is probably the point of the exercise, just put your new spring in. Sometimes I find it easier if you seat the spring on the spring guide before you put it in, and just make sure it doesn't catch on the wiring or anything. Put it in, push your spring guide in, and then turn it clockwise 90 degrees, and that's all you need to do. Really easy. No removing the gearbox, no trying to get the buffer tube off. I'm pretty sure these are sort of Aldited in or Loctited in or something now, because I think quite a few people remove them and cross-threaded them when they put them back in. This is far easier than actually removing the tube anyway, because even if you remove the tube, you've still got to remove these two components. So in my opinion, much better way of doing it, much quicker. And yeah, any questions, just pop it in the comments. Thanks.